Oh, hello. Who are you? Who am I? I'm Palidore. This is VRML. This is Channel 2. And you are here for the last stream of the night. And if you're not, well, it is. So I don't know what to tell you. You're in the wrong place. But if you are here for the last stream of the night, you're in the right place. And we're about to get started here with the first round right away between Hydro and Hot Dog Eating Contest, formerly known as Fear. But now we just gotta fear the dogs, the hot dogs, as they go here for the hot joust. So welcome everyone. One boosty boy, that is to say as well. I'm Palidore and doing pretty fine. How about yourself? But over here, Tony, with the disc here for Hydro, immediately off a shot taken off pin there from Glyph. Indeed, a nice save it was. Getting that first defensive play. Still, Tony will retain, going right back to the backboard. Saluna getting punched out, however. And over to the wedge instead is going to be recovered by Tony yet again. Now Tony working it around over to Taco is on the intercept, but into the midline now. Three different players kind of meeting each other, but immediately bopping off there and looking for their positioning instead. So yes, cams today might be a little bit funky because I'm all keyboard for the moment. Sorry, but here it goes, and gas. Not sorry at all on the goal. There's the first 2 points about a minute in to the first round action. Landon saying, I don't know, but the stream won't load. Did you try turning it on and off again? If not, maybe blow on the cartridge. If that doesn't work, well, I'm not sure what to say. Hopefully, a refresh will help you. Let me know. If anyone else is having trouble, also let me know. But otherwise, here we go. It's Toki looking for that pass and backing it out here. Will be a nice stun coming out. And taken here by Saluna. Now Saluna going to be very dangerous on any kind of shot, so the immediate bounce will be rebounded, and don't even ask what that was. We just went into the void. But right now that shot, while getting destroyed by Glyph, another save. Like I said, keyboard cams, folks. My controller is broke. So sorry. But on the other end here, the tunnel going to be pocketed by Antgas. Antgas kind of rolling away and getting stunned out here by Toki. Toki on the side from the shots. Couldn't get it. Up to the top ramp. Retained by Tony. Now Tony looking down the lane. Kind of a deja vu play, except this time around we have Glyph in the midfield who's able to get it through. And now maybe their team will have themselves a goal with a recovery here from the bottom and dropping it up. It's Toki. It's a very nice score, tying the game 2-2. About a minute into that last set of plays. So Isaiah Haddix in there saying, what a name. Hot Dog Eating Contest. Yeah, formerly known as Fear, a recent name change here. I was just mentioning in the last stream over there on Channel 1. I was shocked, I say, that I have not seen this team before. Because there are a lot of teams now, granted, but I at least thought I know all the names, generally speaking. And I was thinking, I've never heard of Hot Dog before, but look at Glyph hot dogging on all of these shots. An absolute defensive nuisance. I don't even think that does it justice. He is just a defensive beast. But can he do it again? It will be a steal instead here from Taco. So Taco getting the clear, or actually a pass rather, to Dark, trying to brawl all the meanwhile. That deep shot, look at that, from a mile out. It's Dark lighting up the goal. That's a 3, 45 meters deep, and that's the lead just as well. Big saves, big shots, big highlights, big hot. Never mind, not going to finish that one. But on the joust, it will be Hydro now trying to clap back. So Antgas trying for the pass. Ant pass to Tony. Now Tony with the disc here from that side wedge will bounce it over on almost a great delivery, but couldn't get that one. Instead now a recovery, maybe, from Toki. Will bounce kind of to and fro as Antgas gets it right back at the bow tie, trying to evade that heavy defense, just pressuring aggressively in that back line. And now almost a dive, but look at the Tony on the floor. Getting a couple more and bringing it to a 1-point deficit now, so just closing the gap a little bit. That was almost a good grab there by the goalie. You can see not really wanting to leave the anchor, but still had that reach out, tried to get the grab on the disc, read it pretty well, just barely missed the fingertips. So almost nice. Almost nice. Now that said, will be Glyph here with the disc trying to get it to Taco. A turnover, however, so maybe a chance now to take a lead if Saluna makes that play, and of course, it's 19 meters per second on the shot. And it's a 2-point advantage now, favoring Hydro. Ridiculously consistent on that 19 meter per second. I swear, every time. I mean, 18 or 19, that's pretty consistent whenever that shot is leaving that particular hand. Now, nonetheless, Glyph here getting it kind of bopped loose. So Saluna with the disc again. Oh, but look at him against it. Glyph, ridiculous. That said Tony right in the right place in the right Tony time for the goal. Rebounded dunk. But man, Glyph, I have not seen this guy before, or gal, either or. Glyph is insane. That's 3 or 4 really good saves. Only credited to 2, which is, as we know, I mean, it's not always consistently tracked there by the old stats for some reason. But he has more than 2, or she, or they, I don't know. But anyway, Glyph is definitely doing a great job on defense. Tony, though, trying to get into offense. A little bit of a wave and diving in. And Tony, once again, back-to-back goals. And they're up now 11-5. Chocolate in there saying, hot dog, you guys are still in this? They are. Yeah, 4 minutes left. I mean, that is plenty of clock to burn for either side. And especially for those comebacks. Glyph here on the rollout, trying to get the pass over to Toki. Now Toki, another deep one to that trench. Needs to be careful of that stack as he does reset it here to Wet Taco. And Taco going to drop it off here to Toki. A little dipsy-do and gets the 2. Toki bringing it back now. It's a 4-point game. All right. See, Goran Gaming in there stopping in, as well as Acon/Acorn. Oh, that does remind me. I don't actually know if he's in here or not, but quick shout out as well to Aki, aka Oculus Satyr, subscribing there with Prime a couple months over on Channel 1. It was just as we had hit the credits and already kind of ended the stream that we saw that. So I didn't get to shout that out about 20 minutes ago or so, 25 minutes ago. So there you go. Meanwhile, to Onward Master League, well, welcome to this last match, this last stream of the night here in Echo Arena. Glad of you guys to join us. Too nice, too nice. I wonder if Spire is in there somewhere. Definitely been a familiar Onward face I've been seeing, as well as Control Flirt Delete. Well, ain't that neat. Glyph here, trying to get the clear. But Taco gets it stolen instead. So dropping it, but off the body or the head, one or the other, trying to get another score. But Glyph is going to dump that right through on that clear. So now these teams just looking for their boosts will be taken perhaps off that. Oh, nice redirect there on that boost coming in. That's pretty impressive actually for this hot dogging team, as it does go fairly dangerously close to their scoring zone. All the meanwhile, though, 2 minutes left. Down by 4 is Hot Dog. And just trying, as they might, to find another shot attempt. But Saluna always going to drive in with contempt. It's assisted by Antgas on that deep pass, and it's 13-7. Going right back in the favor of Hydro. Definitely drank their water today, because those shots are definitely wet. All right, so on this launch, about a minute and a half remaining in round 1. Toki just going to be drive-by stun, basically. Dark managing to retain the disc. We'll back that out, but a lot of mustard on that sauce. That's not what I wanted to say. A lot of mustard on that throw. I don't know. It's the hot dog thing that's throwing me off, so I'm already thinking food. Anyway, it's Tony time with the pass right on line for the shot, and Saluna. There you go. 16 meters deep, 18 meters a second. Like I said, consistent as ever. It's either 18 or 19 meters a second for Saluna every single time. And relishing the puns. Wonderful. Wonderful. Don't say that sarcastically. This stream just got fun. All right. Just kidding. I was having fun before. So Taka with the disc and going to pass it over here to Toki. Toki needs to be careful from behind. There's some defenders approaching. And now it will be Dark with a disc. Have Glyph in the middle. Dark rolling it up, just trying to eye the pass. And a good tap over there from Toki. So very nice control, but Tony taking control for his own self. But right back is Dark. So Dark trying for that goal. Rebounded. Toki, though. Okie dokie. Still going to be the end of the round. You can hear the good rounds coming out, the good sportsmanship from these two teams. But indeed, that's going to be round one in the favor of the boys and gals in blue, which is to say Hydro here. So 16-9. We'll head over to the stat screen in a second. Maybe. And yes, we will. All right, so let's take a look at what we've got, shall we? It's some big efforts from multiple players, but, I mean, Saluna and Tony, 8 points and 6 respectively. I like the fact that everyone on Hydro has at least 1 assist. You see Saluna also with the 17 stuns, the game high so far. Soisy with the assist in there and 8 stuns. He had Antgas with a couple points and an assist and 3 stuns. Over on Hot Dog eating contest side of the floor. HEC, so Heck. Just call him Heck, I guess. But it will be Toki with 6 points, 10 stuns go in their favor, 3 points, 1 assist, and 5 stuns for Dark. Glyph with the 3 saves. Honestly, more than that. We all know, we saw it. There's at least 4 or 5 legit saves in there. Definitely a great effort. Maybe even 10. Why not exaggerate it? I don't know. He had a lot of saves, though. Super impressed by Glyph's defense. Taco there with a couple of assists. Always like to see that, as well as 13 stuns. And there you go. Anyway, see a lot of the good rounds coming out. Control Flirt asking, who are we growling at? No one. Yet. As we start round 2. See -0 hopping in there. Fire Ninja as well. Saluna, for some reason, stopping in the chat. You got a game to play. Go away. Just kidding. Gotta appreciate the fact that in the middle of an intense game, Saluna's still hopping by. Of course, Saluna, just the TikTok of the town, ain't she? But anyway, will be retained here on the boost by, well, the aforementioned Saluna, but Dark getting the takeaway, maybe has a play. Very tough angle there, as there were a few defenders in the general vicinity. And up top here will be taken now by Soisy. Soisy looking deep on that clear. Over the hands there of Glyph, and will be retained instead by Toki. So Toki going for that left side clear, and that's going to fall eventually to Saluna. And meanwhile here, Antgas now, a pass over to Saluna. Saluna up high to Tony. Tony, one of the hot hands of round 1, and putting a little bit of extra steez into that one for the dunk. The Dunkachino. There it is. I was trying to remember the phrase that I've been seeing spammed by some of them in the Twitch chat over the last few days. Dunkachino. It was. Indeed. Lulz are the best saying Saluna passed. Fire Ninja saying Saluna passed. Oh no. Saluna, she passes all the time. All the time, probably. I don't know. I mean, between the two of them, they're at 8 points apiece, Saluna and Tony, that is. They're really doing some very nice scoring for, their team here equally. Equally. It's all about equality here in VRML. As Tony, well, he's going to smell the goal again. Double dunk, indeed. Someone calling it out. That's 2 Dunkarinos. Sounds delicious, whatever that is. Oh, there's Oculus Sater in the chat. All right, don't know if you were in there earlier, but in case you weren't, I thank you for that Twitch Prime sub, because we kind of missed it at the end of that last stream about half an hour ago. But don't worry, I got you shouted out. In fact, now I got you shouted out twice, just in case. So you are extra shouted, my friend. Extra shouted indeed. Oculus Sater, of course, teammates with a couple of these folks here on Hydro last season. Now that said, Tony is going to look for Saluna, and Saluna will go for the goal. 17? Only 17 meters per second. Ugh. The drop-off, jeez. That said, mind you, now let me see the replay, unless I was mistaken. Yeah, so I mean, okay. I'll give it to Saluna, kind of fading a little bit. I understand, couldn't get the 19 that time, maybe next time. But still the goal, it's 7 points here for Hydro in round 2. Now, over on the mid lane, Saluna taking the disc away, looking behind, checking in front, and seeing what they've got to work with. A crossover, a bit too hot on the pass, but will still be retained now by Soisy. So Soisy on the other side finds Antgas up high, Antgas down low, and then they do, in fact, get the goal. It's 9 points here. Saluna now assisted by Antgas. I really like the assist game that we're seeing here from Hydro. Like, yeah, we know they have a lot of offensive talent on this team. We know they have a lot of stees on this team. We've seen it week to week. They're a team who, I know they're facing off against hot dog eating contests here, but Hydro is a team that does indeed hot dog on their plays from time to time. Saluna had that ridiculous behind-the-back fling shot the other day or the other week. But, you know, I really like the Hydro passing that I'm actually seeing right here. For a lot of these plays. They're really going for those crosses, trying to self-pass that time. So either or, you can hear them call it out. But, you know, they've gone to the nest pass, the shoulder pass, the backboard. They're playing a lot of smart, you know, fundamental passing play in between some of the stees. They'll still finish with some flair, but, you know, you got to hand it to the fundamentals. Now, that said, of course, here the defense trying to play dividends again, but unable to do so. There's the 18 from 4 meters out. And it's 11 points going the way of Saluna. Still, though, taking multiple attempts here. I mean, the defense from Hot Dog Eating Contest, a.k.a. Fear, as of a couple weeks ago, but just the name change recently. They've been playing good defense still. I mean, they're making them take multiple attempts on several of these, but definitely being stifled a bit at the end of the day, and really hard to stop the heavy-handed just barrage of shots coming in from a team like this on Hydro. There's the quick pass over, and, oh, that is very tough. I think that was Soisy maybe who got that goal. It was Glyph, almost a save. So Glyph, the goalkeeper, got credit. He did get the grab as it sailed in. And that's always going to deflate the ego a little bit, or just kind of the mentality. You know, feeling like you're credited a save, you got the grab, and yet it still worms its way in for one reason or the other. Tough, for sure. But still continuing to show that great defensive propensity for sure on Glyph's send, and wow, on the other end.
He's throwing.
Oh yeah, he's throwing all right. He's throwing it right into the goal. Whoever said that. Big shot from Toki, I do believe. It happened so quickly that overlay didn't even pop up, so I can't verify, but it looked like that was Toki. I am a bit goldfish brain, so I can't verify for sure, but big hit. Still 4 minutes, 40 seconds left. So see if that buys them momentum. Those long heaves can definitely be a positive favor for our team. Really get them back into the good rhythms that they like to get.
I don't know the lyrics. I wish I did.
Well, you can't start the Macarena and then not finish it, Ant Gas. Ridiculous. Nonetheless, Ant Gas doing a little bit of singing and hoping that his team can get the disc back, which they do. Soisy retains and passes it back over to Tony on that tunnel. Now Tony trying to get to the outstretched arms there, unable to do so. So Glyph trying to get that clear. And Tony trying to contest that, but now looking for a nice grab. Just gets the brief boost, the punch right at the last second. So Tony is right there trying to distribute it to Soisy. Soisy from that bottom pocket. Couple defenders in the general area, needs to be careful, but Ant Gas, he's just going to let that one loose and hope for the best, but Glyph is there to deny, to distribute, and send that to the other side. All the meanwhile just trying to find those stacks with a lot of velocity behind them. Look at that, 5 different players all bunching up at the same time. Once again, 4 different players now bunching up. So dogpiling, or call it a hot dog pile, I guess, if nothing, but with 3:27 left, it's a 10-point deficit here for the Hot Dog team, so they need to start acting quickly if they want that comeback to be possible. Now that said, Saluna going to approach that goal, and somehow, gets the shot. All right, well, 16 points here for Hydro, 13 minutes left. Saluna's up to 18 points now. Tony with 10. But as I was saying, as I will continue to say, just look at the assist. That's the big, to me, that's the big difference maker and the big thing to point out. Look at that. 2 assists, 3-3-2 for the Hydro players. So I really enjoy the team play that I'm seeing from them, varying it up a little bit. And that's really, I think, how a team like Hydro, who is looking in control to win this round, still a little bit of time, but that's how a team like Hydro, I think, is going to ultimately continue taking it to the next level and rise up the ranks of those divisions. Definitely a team that's capable of going fairly far, I think. There's a lot of sleepers on this team that I don't think are going to be sleepers for long, if nothing. You know, newer roster, but not new players by any stretch. And Yeah, fun to watch. Over here, though, Saluna trying to get that addition to the backline. Please tell me that's not in. That would have been crazy. But Toki will get the goal instead. And again, for those of you here who are wondering why the camera work is a little bit jankier than usual, I'm sorry, because my gamepad is currently out of commission, so I have to go with the rather rugged keyboard controls. So trying to work with what we've got. 1 minute 43 seconds left. And Tony now just kind of checking behind, making sure he has time to work with, and trying to dish it off now maybe to the teammates at the other end. There's a couple of them, but Saluna getting stunned there in the goal. But Soisi still a great position. Now another good positioning for the rebound. Saluna just winding around there like a fire pole and continuing to burn hot indeed. 18-3 for Hydro now. Just the redirect off that shoulder block up top. Checking in back with the chat a little bit. A lot of activity in there. Definitely the Hydro fan club coming on through. And or for my case, hot dog eating contest fan club. I don't know. I love the unique names of this league. I got to say, it's fun. Now a lot of dancing going around for those players. And Saluna hitting the shot right on the bottom pocket there, on the feet of the goalie. Now you can see just the dancing, some dirty dancing, if nothing else, trying to work it around the offense. So someone was singing the Macarena earlier. I'm not sure that was the Macarena, but it definitely was a lot of footwork down there. And now the headbutt coming through is going to be taken back here. Saluna with a disc. Has Soisi on the pass, taken from a little bit too deep, and of course it's Glyph with a save. Something great definitely to take away for Hot Dog Eating Contest is that defense, and is that great goalkeeping skill that we're seeing from Glyph over and over. Only reason he didn't save that probably was just the fact that he was stunned out. So Soisi getting one last shot. It's 22-3 here as the GGs go through, and the clock strikes 0 here on this round in this series. So one moment as I input this score, I'll attempt to show you the stats and check in with the Twitch chat one last time. You guys were mighty active for this final stream. It's been fun. At the same time, though, I always have a hard time keeping up with it when it's that active. So it's kind of a double-edged sword, I guess, in that sense. But yes, so, okay, there you go. Score screen, we're good to go. And if there was anything that I do need to answer, you wanted to answer, go ahead and ask now, and I'll get to that before we leave. But anyways, yes, so let's see. Saluna, yes. How about that? Like I said, Saluna 22, the TikTok of the town with, as the namesake says, the 22 points. True to the name. Always insane. And look at that. Antgas and Soisi with that same Saluna spirit. 2 points, 2 points. They also have 22. I love symmetry. All right, so anyway, 3 assists apiece for Antgas, Soisi, and Saluna. 4 assists for Tony there, as well as his 10 points. Strong team effort. Got to compliment it one more time because that was just very efficient, very volatile, but still under control, if that makes sense. You know, they threw in the flare, but they were still very conscious of making, the right passes and having great positioning. So, got to compliment that. Over on Hot Dog Eating's side, again, they had some very good defensive stands for sure. The offense is where they struggled a bit, but and I'm not even just talking about Glyph though with that defense. Although he has 6 saves credited, again I'm pretty sure there was a couple more in there that weren't credited, but still extremely stalwart defense inside the goal and all around. Still forced Hydro to take a lot of shots. You can see they had 79% of shots taken for Hydro. So even though they were scoring big numbers, it's not as if it was just on the first attempts. The defense here for Hot Dog was doing quite well for themselves, and had some nice boosts and some good passing on the times that they were able to get it to that blue side. It just wasn't often enough, unfortunately. It was that relentlessness from Hydro that just kept catching them kind of on the back pedal. So always going to be tough to deal with. Anyway, all right, I think that'll do it. So let's see, anything that I happened to miss. Uh-oh, someone got timed out. Well, that's not good. But yeah, a lot of people, once again, hopping in there, see the GGs from Taco, Ender, Chicken, Chocolate, One Boosty Boy, Flatman, White Knight, Fire, Ninja, as well as, let's see, Andy W. Had Howell, who was timed out for something, hopefully nothing too egregious, or else I just shouted you out for nothing. But shout out to you. We have Nightfire stopping in there, talking about some sort of powers. I got the power of sing-song, just like Antgas did there with the Macarena early on. Ray X4 times 4 stopping in. Salah Kane, 5-spotted dog once again. Laws are the best. Real stinky toes. That's real dang gross. I don't know. And -0, as well as Princess AG and Thunder Ragnarok. I think we're good. Yeah? Like I said, gotta shout you guys out, especially when you're that active. It's always a bummer because I like chatting, but I can't swear there's just no time to redirect my attention. We gotta implement a thing where it's like the between round period needs to be like 90 seconds. Just give me extra 30 seconds to address people, so I don't have to feel bad by the time we get to the end of the stream and I miss like 10 messages directed at me with something. But anyway, yeah, that's the last stream of this Wednesday night. Making sure it is in fact Wednesday, yep. And tomorrow we'll have yet more games. Pretty much every day you're going to see 20 or 30 games because of the sheer number of teams, which bears mentioning. Just that cool fact for those who didn't see. It's kind of crazy. Legitimately, I thought after week 1, maybe week 2, we were going to lose, maybe like 20 teams or so, just because with those kind of numbers, you figure competitive play, league play won't be for everyone. I mean, it's going to happen in any league. So I was fully expecting we're going to lose like 10 or 20 after the first couple weeks. And yet, week 1, we started with about 138, 139 teams. Active teams, that is. Start of week 2, we were at about 148 active teams. The start of week 3, 158 or 159 active teams. So not only did we not lose active teams, we actually grew by about 30-ish from where we started in week 1. And week 1 was already growth of about 100 teams over what we finished with at the end of season 1. So I continue to be kind of what's a good term here? Flabbergasted. Wow, I'm off now. Flabbergasted. Why is that not coming out right? Hold on, I gotta take my time here. Wow, it's really escaping me. Huh. Gobsmacked. We'll just go with that. Flabbergasted. How come I couldn't say that? I forgot language for a minute. I guess I gotta go drill some dictionaries for the next 3 hours. Shame on me. But yes, all right, that's about it from me today. Thank you everyone for joining. Yes, I did say your name, Lulz. Lul says, Furcar told me to tell you to call him Furcat on stream. There you go. Wish granted. Glad I saw that. You're not gross, stinky toes. I'm just saying real stinky toes in general are gross. You might be a very nice smelling set of stinky toes. For all I knows. I'm gonna goes. I've been Palidore. This has been VRML. Been very, very fun. You've been a great Twitch chat. Thank you once more to our sponsors at ProTube VR, VR Cover, Rebuff Reality, Fixed Gaming, and VRware. Thanks to our great moderators here, league moderators, Wit, Nada, Sneaky Evil, Princess, Alacost, Gilligan, Echo Zero, and Dano McFabulous. Thanks to all our casters who contributed throughout the day on the streams. So much for Subtlety was camming there. Sir Dimwee did some streams. Sputnik Cobra, I think, maybe, possibly. Swift earlier on as well. Had a Skinny. A lot of people coming in to contribute over the week, and yeah, appreciate them all. Glad I made Furcar yell, I guess. All right, and there we go. Sputnik stopping in by. I thought so. Had some streams earlier with Swift over for Europe, I want to say. So yeah, that was just as I was waking up. But all right, it's been fun, guys. So yeah, be happy, healthy, safe, and be very, very good to each other as always. And I will see you again really soon. Have a good night.